Hey, shalom, shalom, all praises, honor, glory goes to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, elder bishops, the great millstone, peace and blessings to you, fellow brothers, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shvachnak, coming back with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rachak, Wadash. Here I have a video from Valuetainment, I believe that's how you pronounce it. Basically on the recent news of a supposed cyber attack on Facebook and Instagram, as well as there were some other services that were supposedly went down for, about an hour or so, maybe a little bit longer than that. Just another thing that we've been seeing, if you've been paying attention, there's been some reported outages. You had AT&T. I know where I'm at, you had Xfinity down for a whole day. That's never happened in the 6-7 years plus that I've had their service, and they didn't really go into it, and it was pretty much within that same week. But if you really, there's been a lot of attacks. Well, America infrastructure is being attacked, daily, but some of these things get through. Could it be them allowing things to get through? Could they be doing it? We know about the cyber polygon. We know about the cyber pandemic. Okay, and this is all playing into that. So I'm gonna play a little bit of this video. The services, I'm doing this a couple hours later, but the services are back up, but we're seeing a steady occurrence of supposed attacks on America's digital infrastructure. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit. We'll just play a little bit. We'll get a scripture or two, and then we'll just close it out. Nothing too crazy, but keep in mind that one day things are gonna go out and not come back on for a while. Okay.
Facebook is down on Super Tuesday. Breaking news. You ready? Facebook is down on Super Tuesday. Okay. A lot of people are logged out. I just went on my Facebook right now, and I'm logged out. So is Rob. Can you guys check to see if you've been logged out from your Facebook? Just go on your phone, Tom. See if your Facebook.
I'm logged out.
You're logged out. See if it says session expired.
Oh wow, they don't want nobody on Super Tuesday talking about what's happening.
Well, no, it's not. We're not. I'm just saying the timing. Rob said it's a very.
Yeah.
Are you? By the way, for people that are watching, are you also logged out? Can you just go check your Facebook, and if you're logged out,
what about
put
Instagram?
Put here if you're logged out. Yeah, check Instagram as well.
Oh yeah, wouldn't even let me log in with my password. Oh, I couldn't refresh the feed on Instagram either.
I'm right there with you. I'm like, everybody seeing this just like this?
Instagram is also.
So you're
Instagram is also
saying the timing isn't really weird right
all
now?
I'm saying it's a little weird, but let's see what's going on here. Facebook and Instagram down during outage, thousands affected. Well, 5 people here are affected. So if you were just kicked out of Facebook or Instagram while scrolling, you're not alone. Meta social platform are currently not working. With both Instagram and Facebook pulling up failure to load, error pages go a little lower.
Come on.
And Downtech reported 44,000 outages at 10:13. It's 10:48 right now, so it was 30 minutes ago. 8 on your side has reached out to Meta. What is 8 on your side? Oh, the show has reached out. So go on Twitter and let's see what Twitter is saying.
Like, isn't it a coincidence though that this is happening on this day?
Well, I watched your interview with Eric Prince from Blackwater right after the day of the AT&T outage, and you asked what are the chances that China was responsible for that, despite AT&T and the cell phone service saying that was their bad. He said, what was the number he said, Pat? 70%?
70%, he said.
I don't know, dude. These things are popping up more and more, and
Number one trending hashtag on Twitter right now is Facebook down.
And Adam, I understand that angle, but what about just them going, hey, let's just not let anybody speak or share or do anything on a major platform?
if this was a general election, your theories would hold water. But this is a primary,
it's not a theory.
meaning those people are voting for Trump. It's happening.
but
That's
I'm
not
saying-
like, oh my God, Nikki Haley won all 16 states. That would be a problem.
No, what I'm saying is
the
I'm not-
primaries, Trump's got locked up.
not a theory.
I'm just letting you know.
Hey, hold on.
General election, Trump, Biden, I'm with you.
I'm saying
Yes.
it's not a theory. I'm just saying, is it a weird coincidence that on Super Tuesday, which you brought up, I didn't even know it was Super Tuesday, the day after this SCOTUS, this has happened. It's weird. Isn't it a little weird?
Yes, it
Okay,
is.
that's all I'm
I'll
saying.
give you that.
It's very weird, and it's happening in here.
I'll give you that.
So these are major talking points amongst a lot of these alternative media platforms, which have large followings. And this was trending today. So there's, I have this platform, but it's trending everywhere. Okay, and people are pointing back to cyber attacks, whether it be Russia, whether it be China, whether it be Iran, and believe you, America is attacking other countries as well. They're attacking Russia. They're attacking China. They're attacking Iran. So cyber attacks are going on daily amongst these nations. That's part of warfare. Okay, to attack your opponent's digital infrastructure now, which can cripple a nation. Very, this is, they can cripple a nation very bad. Let's play a little bit more.
Based on your conversation you just had last week with Blackwater, Eric Prince, how do you process in this, man?
No, I mean, look, you just from the standpoint of staying paranoid, only the paranoid survive. At the beginning of this podcast, when we were talking about, could there be an attempt? Could they do this? Could they do that? Could they do this? All the stuff that we talked about. What it really comes down to is we said, hey, the next 8 months are going to be crazier than you think.
Yeah.
Period. There's going to be crazier. There's going to be a lot of weird things going on. And when things happen, just guess what? Just be a little bit, aware of it. I don't know what the reasoning behind this is. I'm not going to jump to conclusion. All I'm saying is it's
so when things happen, be aware of it. Let me hit a scripture. That's pretty much it on that. If you want to watch that, I'm pretty sure you've heard some news on that, but we're looking at things in a spiritual. What is this? 2 Corinthians. Through a spiritual lens, and we know that this is part of their agenda to cause chaos in order to bring in order. We always speak about that. Okay, 2 Corinthians 2:11, least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. And he's going to get an advantage over the masses of the people, because the people are oblivious to his tactics, his devices. Let's look at this word device. They don't know. The word ignorant means not to know. Okay, that word is no ama, a mental perception, thought, an evil purpose. See, there's an evil purpose behind all these things happening. And from my, spiritual 2 cents, it seems like they're allowing these things to happen, pretty much to prep the people, to condition the people for the big one. Because as soon as an outage goes, AT&T down, or some type of social media platform down for, 30 minutes, an hour, or whatever it may be, the first thing that people say, their so-called conspiracy theorists antennas go up, and they say that it's a cyber attack. So it's already in the people's minds. You have the movie, what was the movie? Leave the World Behind, where that was a highlight. It was pretty much a cyber attack that crippled, which crippled America's digital infrastructure, knocking out communications. Okay, and that's a tactic of war, is knocking out communications. Okay, so we're not his device is an evil purpose. You see that? So we're not ignorant of his evil purposes, his devices. What this ultimately, what he's going to try to, he's going to use this to his advantage, essentially. So when these things come, when that big one comes and the internet is down for a couple of days, communications are down for a couple of days, you can't get online. All right, you can't make a call. You don't know what the hell is going on. You go to the grocery store, it's havoc at the grocery stores. The people are hoarding food, panic buying. This is all leading up into the evil day. Let's bring out another scripture, because I want to bring out wars and rumors of wars. Because let's type this in. Cyber war. Cyber war. Let's look at see if there's any news. Right, this is 18 hours ago. Cyber attacks in healthcare. Here's the deadly war the world doesn't talk about yet. Yeah, and you have ransomware. They'll go in and they'll basically take over, whole networks, and they won't let them go unless they pay them in Bitcoin or whatever. So there's a lot of cyber attacks happening. Nine hours ago, hackers abused. So Russia. NSA says it's tracking Avanti cyber attacks as hackers hit U.S. defense sector. Right, so there's cyber attacks going on daily. FBI, I'm just reading some headlines. FBI warns Russia hackers are using compromised routers to launch stealthy cyber attacks in America. See? So they're going to have a boogeyman, to blame. That's for sure. DOE invests $45 million to prevent cyber attacks on U.S. energy systems. So you're going to hear more news on cyber attacks. A lot of it is going to be the players are going to be the elites. Well, it's mainly the elites that are orchestrating all these things to bring down America, to bring down really all these economies, to bring them into that digital system, that digital beast system. Okay, because when the internet goes down and we're suffering major cyber attacks that compromise America security, homeland security, it compromises that, the integrity. Okay, they're gonna heavily regulate it when it comes back on, because they're gonna blame these so-called actors. It could be somebody within a migrant. It could be sleeper cells that are within America that are they did it at a internet cafe, or they did it with a laptop at a Starbucks. So they're gonna spin it whatever way they want to spin it. But we do know, we're not ignorant of these different devices that Esau Edom is going to use in order to bring in that digital system, in order to bring in and make mandatory the MOTB, the Charagma, and to basically track and trace. All right, and if they want to allow you to get on the net, you're going to have a digital ID. This is what it's all leading up to. A lot of our people, they're going to be deceived. They're going to bug out. Especially they're addicted to social media, but there's a great percentage of people that are saying, hey, I can't wait for this to happen. Social media is bad for society, but it's going to be a lot worse. You're not going to have freedom on the internet when it comes back up. I'm gonna go right to the point. Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Right. The rumor of cyber attacks. Okay, is there a war going on in the cyber realm? Absolutely, it's happening daily. Cyber attacks on different infrastructure, whether it's especially hospitals. Okay, energy sectors. Okay, transportation. These are like the lifeblood of a society, because everything is digital now. Okay, the financial sector, right? So they can completely shut down and mess up different sectors, hit them all at the same time, and this is happening, weekly. Okay, election year. See that ye be not troubled, right? We're not troubled by these things. These individuals, they're actually, they speak on these things. Some maybe insiders, right? But pretty much everybody's going to be affected when these things happen. All these great intellectuals and all, these wise men, and it's all going to fail. All these individuals that made, tens of millions and, of dollars on, being an influencer and showing people how to make money and, doing, all the madness that's online. People boast in, being an internet celebrity. Being able, oh, you get your real estate license, and I did this, I flipped this house, put this amount of money down. Give me a second. Let me just put this charger in. Okay. Everybody's getting ready to be affected, and their antennas are going to go up, and they're going to say, okay, it was a cyber attack. This is what they're literally prepping everybody for this. Okay. They're prepping everybody for this. Okay. So wars and rumors of wars, see that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet, right? We're not at meeting, not at the end in the sense that the chariot is getting ready to come like tomorrow. Now there's a couple of things that need to happen. Mainly the microchip has to be made mandatory. All right, and this is all leading into that day. Okay, that chaos, major chaos is coming, and if they take down all the communications, I mean that's when you strike. Okay, so is it these different rogue nations, as America says, these rogue actors that's perpetuating these attacks, or is it just somebody in these organizations, they tripped over the power plug, and that's why it went down. Okay, for nations shall rise against nations. So nations are actively fighting each other via cyber, via wireless, cyberly, in the cloud, because the internet is all connected through underground, underwater piping, not piping, but connections, wire connections, right? It says, for nation shall rise against nation and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines. A cyber attack can cause a famine. The farms, and the way food is brought to your table is via the internet, or I should say, is done through technology now. Even the shipping and the receiving, that's all done through the technology. Okay, the different machines that get the crops. Okay, that sort the crops, that process the foods. It's all done through technology, some form or fashion. The way that food gets to the different processing plants, okay, or the materials needed to be able to process the different fruits and vegetables and meats. That's all being done through technology, some form or fashion. The ordering of the supplies, the hiring of the different laborers, the paying of the laborers. Nothing's done via writing on a piece of paper anymore and keeping track. You got a big room where all the documents, and everything is done via online. So you can cripple a nation and cause an artificial famine through a cyber attack. You can cut communications. If you cut communications, then how is food going to be shipped from one place to other? How is it going to be transferred? How is it going to be documented that they received those goods? How are the refrigerators going to work? Right? How are the different labeling of the different? I mean, so it's going to be a complete breakdown. Let me type this in. Give me a second. Let me see if they have it on YouTube. Cyber. Let's see.
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive.
This is. Let me bring it back again. This is July 8th, 2020.
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack,
Look at that.
which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
Look at that. Look, they're prepping you. So that's what this is all about. A cyber attack, a comprehensive cyber attack that will pretty much cripple the nation. Transportation, communication, the medical, okay? What's going to happen in the prison systems? They're going to have to declare a martial law. Okay, the government is going to have to come in and seize assets, seize industry, private industry. They're going to have to come in and seize it. Okay? So that's going to bring in famines, it says, and pestilences. That's going to bring in diseases for the lack. Oh, just for example, your sewage systems. Your sewage systems it's not a manual thing. It's all digital. So the cleaning of the sewage, just you being able to flush the toilet, that's a big deal. Okay, so then that's going to pretty much bring diseases, right? You not being able to flush that toilet. You got a house of 5 people. You know, you got 2 bathrooms. Let's say 2 bathrooms. You're done. So that's going to cause pestilences. The trash services are not coming in to pick up the trash. That's going to cause diseases. Wild animals are going to come into the cities. It says in earthquakes in diverse places. So amongst that, you're going to also have earthquakes that are going to be messing up infrastructure as well. What about the emergency services? That's all done electronically. You know, communication. You know, everything is done via online through some type of technology. So when that shuts down, as your boy Klaus Schwab says, you know, prepare for a cyber pandemic. That's what he said. Why? Because these are the same individuals that are orchestrating these things behind the scenes and are going to blame certain countries in order for them to go in and basically start wars, just like World War I, World War II, start wars so they can pretty much, you know, push their agenda, order out of chaos. All these are the beginning of sorrow. So when that actually happens, it's not the very end, but it's going to be acceleration to the end. We're going to be in trouble for a very small moment. It's going to be a small moment of trouble, but it's going to be intense. Could just say three days of a cyber attack that knocks out communications. Just communications alone, but just say it knocks out communications. It knocks out the hospitals. It knocks out emergency services, right? It knocks out transportation. It knocks out sanitation, right? All airplanes, they're going to stop. Okay? All cars on the road, well, you're not going to be able to get gas. Okay? There's going to be pileups. And then the people are already, on edge. So what are they going? They're going to be breaking in. They're going to be stealing. They're going to be killing. They're going to be raping. You know, it's going to be a very bad time. I'm gonna end it there. Until next time, shalom to the elect.